I thought I was doing something kind when I told my cousin and his girlfriend they could crash at my place for a weekend. They just moved back to town and said they needed a couple nights before their new lease started. No problem. I had a spare room, and honestly, I figured it would be nice to catch up. That couple nights turned into a full week. Then another. Before I knew it, their stuff was spilling out of the guest room into my living room, my kitchen, and even my bathroom shelves. At first, I tried to be patient. They promised it was temporary. They kept saying, just a few more days until the lease goes through. I wanted to believe them. But every day, it became clearer. They weren't looking for a new place. They were getting comfortable in mine. The little things started adding up. Empty soda cans left on the counter, laundry piles in the hallway, shoes scattered across the entryway. It was like my apartment had quietly transformed into a free Airbnb, and I was the host who never got paid. And the worst part? I didn't know how to get my house back. What really got to me wasn't just the mess. It was how quickly they started acting like my place was theirs. They'd blast the TV at 1 a.m., leave lights on in every room, and eat through groceries I'd bought for the week without even asking. I'd come home from work and find my fridge half empty, with greasy takeout boxes stacked like trophies on the counter. Then it escalated. They started inviting their friends over. Random people I didn't even know were hanging out in my living room, drinking my beer, leaving cigarette butts on my balcony. I remember walking in one Friday night, exhausted after a 10-hour shift, only to find 5 strangers playing video games on my couch. My cousin just grinned and said, "Relax, we're keeping the vibes good." I tried hinting, saying things like, "So, have you guys heard back about that lease yet?" But they dodged the question or laugh it off. Deep down, I knew they weren't looking anymore. Why would they? They had a rent-free setup with all the comforts of home. Except it wasn't their home. It was mine. The breaking point came on a Tuesday night. I got home from work, dreaming of nothing but a shower and some peace. Instead, I opened my bedroom door and froze. My bed was unmade, my pillows shoved onto the floor, and 2 of their friends were lying across my mattress, scrolling on their phones like it was a dorm lounge. I snapped. "What the hell are you doing in my room?" My cousin wondered in holding a beer and shrugged. "Chill, man. We needed more space. It's not a big deal." Not a big deal? My private room, the only corner of the apartment that was supposed to be mine, was now community property? I felt my face burn. "This is my apartment. You don't just walk into my bedroom, let alone let strangers in here." His girlfriend rolled her eyes. "Wow, you're being dramatic. We thought you were cool with it. You know, family." That word, family, hit me like a slap. Family doesn't treat you like a free Airbnb. Family doesn't ignore every boundary. And in that moment, I realized I'd been played. That night, I stopped holding back. I told my cousin and his girlfriend they had 24 hours to leave. No more excuses, no more lease paperwork, no more freeloading. At first, they laughed it off, until I walked over to the closet, grabbed a trash bag, and started packing their stuff myself. My cousin's face dropped. "Dude, you can't just kick us out. Where are we supposed to go?" I shot back. "Not my problem. I'm not your landlord, I'm not your hotel manager, and I'm sure as hell not your Airbnb host. You took advantage of me, and it ends now." They scrambled, whining about how unfair I was being. But by the next evening, they were gone, leaving behind piles of trash, dirty dishes, and a permanent stain on the carpet. When I locked the door behind them, the silence felt like freedom. I finally had my space back, and with it, a hard-earned lesson. Hospitality without boundaries isn't kindness. It's an invitation for people to walk all over you. I'll never let anyone treat my home like a free Airbnb again.